3, 2,
So-
1, action.
Lock wiring is a process of basically anchoring a fastener to a fixed point so it's not going to rattle itself loose in the dynamic environment that the aircraft are flying. So this is a practice block for lock wiring for the M students at BCIT in level 1. So this has been previously done by other students. So I'm going to demonstrate how to remove a lock wire. So ideally, lock wire should be removed in one piece if it is possible, because we want to prevent chopping and dicing the wire, so it's not going to get into the aircraft compartments. So what you want to do, you want to start from the pigtail. So the pigtail is the loop that is made after the wire was completely installed. So you grab the wire with your ductile pliers and you untwist it. You untwist it enough so you can see the wire that's gone through the bolt head, and you can actually free it up. Once you free it up, you clip it with your side cutters, and with your ductile pliers, you grab the free end here and pull it out of the bolt. Now you straighten the wire here and grab it from an area close to the bolt head and unravel it. Once you did this, then you'll be able to hold it with your ductile pliers and cut it with your side cutters at the same time and remove it in one piece. And when you remove it, you want to crumple it in such a way that's going to be controllable and not easily get into tight areas. Now the idea of lock wiring is to basically anchor a bolt down to a nearby anchoring position or place or another bolt. And the wires should be ran in such a way that's going to prevent the bolt from rattling itself and loosening and turning into in counterclockwise direction. These are right turn bolts and fasteners, so this should be prevented from rotating to the left side or counterclockwise. So the wire is routed from the right side of the starting bolt and or it's received by a receiving bolt on the left side of its datum line or imaginary center line. So by running the wire this way, you could actually see that inverted S pattern. After you lock wire the bolt, you want to be able to see that inverted S pattern. Some students say that's number 2, and some people say that's letter Z. So whichever one works best for you, that's how you want to go with it. So we've got different types of bolts because we have the MS series bolts that have multiple holes drilled into their heads, and we've got the standard AN bolts that have one hole drilled into their heads. So would you get a close shot of the top of the block, please, so you can demonstrate how these bolts are basically lock wired. You can see that this combination of 3, this bolt is basically the wire started twisting from here and ended here. This is not correct. The twisting should start from here and come down to give the wire the leverage to stop it from rotating loose. When you look at just these two now, you could actually see that this is done correctly. The wire is routed correctly. So when the wire goes through the last bolt, the extension as it comes out will get twisted to about 3/4 of an inch length and will be looped into a teardrop shape that we call it a pigtail for safety and security. So I'll remove some more wires so you can pause it.